Hi everybody, Jalumpa here. I just thought I'd do a quick video because a lot of people are asking me how do you take a lesson, how you're hitting it in a lesson out onto the golf course. Well, there's no real easy answer apart from just a lot of obviously repetition and a lot of hard work and practice on just repeating and doing the same thing over and over on the range, because that will obviously grind it into your muscle memory. However, that does take time, and obviously a lot of us are impatient, and I'll obviously do a lesson with somebody and they'll obviously strike it a lot better, but then they go out onto the golf course and they can't replicate that. Well, why is that? Well, technically it's because we have a conscious and an unconscious mind. Now, the unconscious mind is the muscle memory in effect that has just learned what you've taught it to do. So for example, if I'm doing a lesson with somebody who say takes it way out on the outside, we call it, as they take the club away, and I've done a lesson with them to take it straight back on the right swing plane, for example. Well, in a lesson, obviously people are just listening to what I say and they're just taking it straight back, and then let's say it's straight back, they need to take it back on plane and then get the arms extending through the ball. Well, obviously all they're doing is listening to what I'm saying, and their mechanics are obviously getting better, and the result is therefore getting better. But you're obviously not worried about a target. Now, we obviously go onto the golf course and all of us then stand on this first here at Dunston and say, pond over to the left, problems, trees to the right. Your mindset isn't on making that those swing mechanics. If you set up to it with a clear mind, all you're going to do is, as soon as you take the club back, just go back to the mechanics that you've done for 5, 10, 20 years. Whilst what you need to do is to go through, in my professional opinion, you need to go through that awkward stage of actually thinking about the shot, thinking about the mechanics, in order to produce that better shot and that better result on the golf course. So when you're standing up on that first tee, line up to where you're going, yes. But if you're taking it on the outside, you need to speak to yourself and you need to say to yourself, right, in the lesson I had to take it straight back and extend my arm. So you have to physically talk to yourself when you're on that shot. So you stand over the ball and you need to say straight back and extend. And if you're talking to yourself, your conscious mind, we call it, is in control of that. So if you do the swing that you did in a lesson, then obviously the result's going to be better. If you let your unconscious mind do it and if you just switch off and you just don't think of anything, all you're going to do is you're going to take the club away like you have for years and years and years, and all it's going to do is frustrate you, and it's just going to confuse you. Why can you hit it well in the lessons but you can't do it on the golf course? It's because it's not grinded into your muscle memory. You need to go through that slightly awkward stage of thinking about it. Once you've done enough repetitions of what we work on in lessons, that will slowly start to cement itself into your muscle memory and therefore become autonomous, so that when you do stand on the first tee, you've obviously grained in the much better swing. That's when you can then move forward again. But for the time being, in a very short answer to how do you get your swing from the lesson onto the golf course, by thinking about it and being in control of it. Be in control of the controllables, which is thinking about your swing for the time being until it becomes autonomous. Keep working on it.